What are the top 5 French cars ever? Is it true that French automobiles are underappreciated? Even if there is an engineering solution to a problem that everyone in the world agrees on, the French will approach it in an entirely different manner. Not a wrong way, but an altogether different one. The final line is that it is an excellent automobile. Let's see what they got. Peugeot 308, 20,920 pounds to 38,745 pounds. What is it? It's the new 308 in hand. Peugeot seems to have shelved plans to level up its number nomenclature. 309 has of course been retained, and in GTI form, it is particularly appealing to those of us with old memories. Relying on various conditions, this may be your new family vehicle, a corporate vehicle, or even something you'll wind up renting out in the end. Peugeot has sold more than 1.3 million 308s throughout its existence, so whatever the problem is, it is pretty vital to the company's bottom line. What is it like to drive? We begin with the Hybrid 180, which instantly raises the issue of what Peugeot will genuinely stand for in 2021. Given its hybrid technology, it's a topic we discussed with the boss, who may have been perplexed when I replied with a 205 GTI and pleasantly surprised when another, even more sage-like colleague suggested Africa as an answer. The truth is that is both. Depending how far back you want to go, the venerable 504 is still in use for certain remote parts of the globe today. While many of us have fond recollections of the company's famous ride, handling, and devotion to affordable high performance, others have no such fond memories. What about on-road? Almost immediately, our path led us onto the A8 autoroute, which was close to the Côte d'Azur's hedonistic hotspot of Cannes. Despite traveling at highway speeds, the 308 is silent, with only the most intrusive service disturbances and undulations being audible. Peugeot is somewhat unknown as a car manufacturer, but the new 308 provides class-leading refinement. Alpine A110, 47,545 pounds to 61,045 pounds. What is it? It's the Alpine A110, and in case you haven't already guessed, it is something completely different. A tiny two-seat coupe in the Porsche Cayman and Audi TT vein seems to be a no-frills proposition on the surface. However, behind the surface of the A110 lies what is perhaps the most exemplary illustration of the virtuous loop approach to automotive engineering in the world. What is it like to drive? The Alpine's weight has a significant impact on the whole ride quality. Generally speaking, this is excellent news, but there are certain disadvantages to driving a light automobile while being pleasant and easygoing enough for regular usage. In other words, it's neither as extreme as a Lotus nor as compromised as an Alfa 4C, but somewhere in the middle. What is it like on the inside? First and foremost, let's get this over with. The A110 is a compact vehicle. It's just 4.2 meters long and 1.8 meters broad. Therefore, it's strictly a two-seater and hence not very practical to drive. It has 2 trunk compartments like a Cayman, but the 100-liter front one is small, and the 96-liter rear one, which is reached by a cover the size of a flip-top bin, isn't going to be able to accommodate golf clubs. Citroen C5 Aircross, 25,360 pounds to 37,580 pounds. What is it? Whereas other vehicle makers are attempting to create the automotive equivalent of thin jeans, Citroen has concentrated on producing a decent pair of yoga pants. Allow us to clarify. As you can see, so many current SUVs attempt to be fashionable and athletic, which generally results in huge wheels and an unpleasant driving experience. It has a lot of elegance, but it prioritizes comfort above anything else, which is precisely what you should expect from an SUV. What's it like to drive? The Citroen C5 Aircross is an easy-to-drive car. A high sitting position, excellent visibility, and a large window will let you see everything around you. The back window is tiny, but you won't have too much problem parking due to the light steering and reverse camera that comes as standard on Flare and Flare Plus models. Maneuvering through congested city streets might be challenging at times, but it is no more difficult than driving any other mid-size SUV. Style. Although the inside of the Citroen C5 Aircross isn't nearly as striking as its outside, it's still exquisite. It still seems considerably more intriguing than the somewhat drab cabin seen in the Volkswagen, Tiguan Hyundai, Tucson, and Seat Ateca. As in the Skoda Kodiaq, the center touchscreen is tucked between 2 towering air vents. But in the Citroen C5 Aircross, the touchscreen seems and feels like a more integrated part of the cabin's design. You'll find 2 rows of smooth, shiny buttons below that, as well as a soft padded surface all around that, serve to make the cabin seem luxurious and posh in its appearance. 2022 Bugatti Chiron, starting at $3,300,000. What is it? The Bugatti Chiron 2022 is not just the ultimate Bugatti, but it is also the leading automobile. In addition to having a 16-cylinder engine with 4 turbochargers and producing at least 1,500 horsepower, the more costly Supersport variant produces even more power. This $3 million piece of art can also hit speeds above 200 miles per hour. The Chiron's interior is every bit as beautiful as its appearance, and it lavishes its passengers with high-quality materials that serve to explain its high price tag. Those hoping for contemporary amenities of driver assistance technology will not find them here. Still, after driving this beast, they are unlikely to be bothered by such minor limitations any longer. Interior. Chiron's exterior has a C-shaped design Q carved into the sides of the vehicle, and this design Q can also be seen inside the car's interior. It may be seen in the beautiful partition curve that divides the driver from the passenger compartment. Bugatti has outfitted the Chiron's cabin with top-of-the-line materials, and the interior has space-age stylistic elements that lend a whimsical air to the vehicle. The driver is greeted with a flat-bottom steering wheel, and Bugatti says that the shiny center console was crafted from a single piece of solid aluminum. Renault Megane RS. 27,385 pounds to 36,635 pounds. What is it? This is a powerful, exciting vehicle with many personalities and flair, giving its spin on the classic recipe and attempting to upset those who might otherwise choose for a Golf GTI out of laziness is the goal of this car. The Megane's angst will be just the cure for a select few looking for something different. What is it like to drive? It's just as fast, but the journey will get more comfortable with each passing day. Although the typical Megane RS has a differential at the front, drivers who like to drive with their hands will miss it since the front wheels clumsily squander away power on a rainy day. What is it like on the inside? Although Renault has upgraded the digital displays in the Megane, the car is showing signs of its age. Even while the primary touchscreen has a vast tiled layout that makes it easier to use, it isn't very responsive. You'll be engaging with it most of the time via Apple CarPlay or Android Auto anyhow. Although temperature controls are not buried inside the touchscreen itself, the temperature controls are challenging to use. The media control stalk of the steering column gets in the way of the shifting paddles, which interfere with the indicator and wiper stalks. And yeah, it's true. French automobiles are trendy among the general public. In a world of similarity and conformity, French automobile manufacturers dare to express their uniqueness via their vehicles. And aside from that, they have gotten much more dependable in recent years. If you had the money to buy a new automobile, what would you most likely choose? A Renault, a Peugeot, or a Citroen of equal size and price? Please let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Press the bell to get notified when our next video is available. And we'll see you then. Again, this is Car Inclusive.